Okay, so we are taking a look at a new headset from our friends over at Lexin. I got like cat hair or something on me. It's just one of those days. I don't know. I'm a fan of the Lexin. Now, one thing to realize, this is not a review video. We're not going to test it. We're just going to kind of show you. We are going to do a review of the Lexin G2 in a future video. Just that we've got this now. Our bike is currently in the shop, so we're waiting for it to come back. And as soon as that happens, we'll see if we can get this mounted on one of the helmets and go out for a ride. This is what I find with the Lexin intercoms is I like to say they punch above their weight class. For the price that you pay, right now you can get like a single unit for one of these. So if you're someone that just wants to be able to answer your phone calls and maybe have music kind of pumped into your helmet, etc., then $119 Canadian, that's kind of hard to beat, right? For a dual pack, it says here right now, which doesn't completely make sense because it's like two options from $289. Because if you bought two of these, it would just be $240, and that would be a better deal. Anyways, I'm thinking this one here is not buying directly from Lexin, is my thought. Maybe I'm not too sure because I think these ones are currently sold out on their store. But what we're going to do is take a look at the specs of the G2. This is the G2 unit that we're looking at, and then see what comes in the box. And then again, if you stick around to the end, we are doing a giveaway, not for a set of intercoms, but for another piece of Lexin gear. So I'll let you know how to enter that at the end. Lexin makes a bunch of motorcycle intercoms, motorcycle snowmobiles, whatever you want to call it. We have multiple Lexin headsets on all of our helmets, anywhere from like the B4 FMs all the way up to, I think it's the FT4 Pros. They're all just excellent. Excellent, again, at that price. Because yes, you could go buy yourself a Cardo, or you could buy yourself a Senna, and you could easily pay twice the amount of money. Would I recommend these? Well, again, I've been using these helmets or these intercoms easily for 5-6 years, and I've been very happy with them. So I've been playing a little bit of their intro video there for you. But what does it say here? Multi-pair. So two pairs of these, of course, will pair together. They should pair together, may even pair together right out of the box. I'm not 100% sure. It does say it can support up to 6 riders paired in a large group and talk between any 2 of them within a 0.62 or 1,000 meters. It's a Bluetooth 5, which is kind of cool. 6 shells, so if you want to customize it to your bike or customize it to your helmet, have at her. Clear sound quality speaker. Cool. I've always found, a lot of people always talk about, oh, it doesn't sound good or whatever. And I find that I've had that issue with some of my helmets. And usually the issue is that the helmet speaker placement is not exactly where I need it in my helmet. So sometimes that's my own ear's fault. Sometimes that's the helmet's issue because the headphone pockets aren't in the right spot for me. And if that's the case, then I don't know if any headphone is going to be perfect. And I'll be completely, fair out there, is that I've never ever had a set of speakers, in-helmet speakers, that sound as good as traditional speakers, right? They're never going to be quite as bass heavy. They always sound, for some reason, better with the physical calls than they do pumping the Bluetooth music through it. It is what it is. I don't know if there's any way around that, but for what you pay, I think they're great. And primarily for me, I use these for communicating with my wife, who's usually riding on her own motorcycle, either in front or behind me. Multifunction Bluetooth headset. Yeah, very cool. It does have an FM radio transmitter in it, right? You can pump in anything kind of Bluetooth through it, so your GPS navigation from your phone, or I would think a GPS unit. Has universal pairing, so if you are riding with somebody that isn't wearing a Lexin branded intercom, you can pair with them. Just be aware at that point you're not going to get the 6 riders. You are just going to pair with them. Okay, perfect for motorcycles, dirt bikes, ATVs, snowmobiles, down to minus 22 degrees Fahrenheit. I do like this one. This one seemed better than a lot of the other ones, actually. Long battery life, 800 milliamp battery, cool. But 18 hours of music. 18 hours of music, 13 hours of phone time, 1 week standby after 2.5 hours of single charge, which is crazy because if I can get, not that I'm ever, again, I don't listen to it for music. I listen to it for, talking. But if you can get 18 hours of music, who's riding for 18 hours? So that means you got the whole day, without question, the whole day for being able to listen to music if you want. For me, making sure I can talk to the rider that I'm talking with. And that's kind of awesome. So this here is the box. The Lexin G2. Now, the other weird thing, this is a kind of a weird thing. I'm going to say it. It's a little weird. I saw this, of course, on Amazon. Cool, right? I even saw it on eBay and some other like third-party stores and things like that. But I went to Lexin's website and I didn't see it there. It does say new, which I'm not 100% sure. I don't quite understand. Now, this is, of course, a dual pack because they always send a dual packs because how do I test it when I can't talk to somebody else? Anyways, there you go. That's going to be your buttons. So your down button, your up buttons, right? Intercom buttons right on the side. Another intercom button. That's okay. Not quite sure. Intercom button, intercom button, intercom. Maybe it's also like power button, intercom button, Type-C charging port. Cool. I do like the fact, and this is what I like too with these, because it's using the Type-C, that means of course that it can be used for charging and for all your mic and headphone stuff. You don't have to have multiple cables kind of pulling out, right? And change the color shell. So that's also awesome. So this, oh, there's more stuff on this side that I didn't show you because you'll want to know. Up to 6 riders. Yep. This one says 1,200 meters or 0.8 miles. The other one said like 0.67 and 1,000 kilometers. So let's say 1,000, but in reality, let's say 800, 600, something like that, because that's in an open field. Perfect, right? Changeable shell, Bluetooth 5, 40 millimeter. See, this says 40 millimeter. I thought the website said 36 millimeter. Whatever. Type-C charging port, water resistant. Of course, don't put it in water, but if you got caught in the rain, I've never had an issue with mine. 15-hour battery life, Siri and S-Voice compatible with a noise canceling, which is also really good. And I have found that the noise canceling is actually quite good because my wife's bike is substantially louder than my bike. And we used to have comms that were made by a different company. And even when she stopped talking, all I could hear through my headphones, because it wouldn't stop, it wouldn't be like, yeah, you're disconnected, nobody's talking. All I could hear was her motorcycle. And it was constantly just brrr, which I didn't want. But now when she stops talking, gone. I don't hear anything, which is fantastic. Really good. So there's the box in the box, right? Same deal, both sides. Yes. Yes. Cool. Cool. And again, we're just going to show you what this kind of looks like. Ooh. It's so nice. Here's the difference. All right, so what do you get in the box? And again, this is a dual pack, right? This is a dual pack. So I'm actually going to put it off to the side here. Now, you are going to get, of course, 2 of these, right? This is the actual comm right here. Now, I do like that. That's all right. It's a nice comm. It's a nice sleek profile. It looks, if you have a black helmet, that's going to look good. There's all your buttons. So this is your physical button right there, which is great because it's nice size for, when you're wearing gloves, which I always wear gloves. All these buttons, easy, because if you have it up on your helmet, for instance, right, you can kind of run your fingers back across, right? I usually I do this a lot, so I can be like, okay, button 1, button 2, okay, button 1, button 2, good. I can come down the back, button 1, button 2. Easy to locate. And these are going to be what kind of clamps into the housing that is sitting on your helmet all the time. That's easy to get for sure. Cool. And I'm guessing this plastic piece here, there is a tiny little tiny little, see right there? Like a little notch spot, maybe, I'm guessing, possibly. Yeah, there you go. You just pop that off, right? And that piece comes off, and you can just kind of make it whatever color you want, and that just pops right back on there. Super easy. All right, and you get 2 of them if you get the dual pack. If you get the single pack, pretty sure you only get 1. If you order the single pack and you get 2, let me know, because I think that's a better deal. You get 2 of these packs. Yes, 2 of these. The other one's staying in the box. And then a how to use a big manual, which is it's big because there's a lot of info. Let's be honest, right? But Italian, Spanish, French, German, and English. So you got yourself some reading. When you're on your road trip, do some reading beforehand. When you get there and you can't figure out what you're doing because you're like, I should have paid more attention to the manual, you have this in your bag. You got something to do at night while you're resting, right? You got some reading. You're like, I'm going to just sit and read. You don't need to bring a book. You got one. You got a book. Yep. And inside here, you get, I'm just going to move this down here. You get, as it says, accessories. Bag of accessories, 3 bags of accessories. Very cool. So this are your plates. So you get, looks like red, white. I don't know what that is. Like a blue, green, right? Bunch of them. Oh, there's blue right there. That's cool. I have a Spider-Man helmet a lot of times. So blue or red would be slick, but you get a bunch, which is awesome. This is going to be your mount that you physically, and there's the dual for the 2-pack, but this is the mount that's going to clamp onto your helmet so that it's easy to take the comm on and off when you're done, because you have to charge it, right? And a lot of times I find, and again, once we actually go out and do a ride, we'll find out, but I find a lot of comms, and this one probably is too, right, is because it mounts, it clamps onto the shell. It sometimes sits a little low sometimes, but it may be because these are smaller that the comm doesn't actually sit lower than the helmet shell does, which means sitting it on the table is not necessarily an issue, because I have seen some big ones that does become an issue. So yeah, that's good. And then last but not least, as you can see here, you're going to get 2 microphones. And the reason you get 2 microphones is dependent on the type of helmet that you're going to be using. So if you are using, let's say, a 3/4 helmet or something like that, you want a microphone on a boom arm. So you will get one, as you can see here. I'll just crack that, right? You'll see there's one on a boom arm, right? So you can have this mounted and set that up. This is what my wife would use, because she primarily rides with a 3/4 helmet. And if that's not your style, your way, like me, I wear a full face helmet. Then you get just a nice little cable with some sticky, and this can stick to the inside of the chin guard of your helmet. And then this goes up to your earpiece, and this just stays there, right? Because nothing's moving. If you're on a modular helmet where this piece goes, then use the boom arm. And then of course you got nice speakers. They say 36 to 40, somewhere in that range as far as I can tell. And last but not least, again, USB-C, right? So 1 cable in, you're good to go, which is awesome. There's your USB-C charging cable. Right, you'll get 2, so just remember, everything here, you get another accessory pack if you get the dual pack. So everything I'm showing you, you get another set. And it's good that you get 2, because of course you're going to want to charge both of them. Yes. And then you get just a whole lot of extra little sticky pads and all kinds of stuff. Of course, these too, right? You'll get, see how these ones, I don't know if you can see that. These are thin, and then you get a couple thick ones. And my thinking is that you get 2 depending on, for one, how big a space you have in and around your ears, right? Because you don't want these too far from your ears, because then the sound doesn't press up. It's like taking headphones and pulling them away from your ears, and you're like, why does it sound bad? Well, get them closer. right? So you have two different like Velcro pads that you can use for these to help, as far as I can tell, help get them the right distance. So if you pop them in your helmet, and you may not use any of these, right? You may just unstick this and stick this right to your helmet and be happy. But try them with nothing, kind of figure it out, put them on, feel how they feel up against your ear. If you're like, no, they're too far back, then what I would do is try one of the thin ones just to give it a bit more space. And if you're like, yeah, that's good, then we're good. If not, you got thicker ones again. So that's kind of it. And again, you get two. Now, my hope is, it said $289 for the dual pack. $289? Yeah. If that's the case, then I would just get two of the single packs right now because they're 120 each, so that makes it $240, which is still a great deal. But I would just check back on Lexin's store to see if they do have one come in stock, because I'm sure the price would be better than that, because those are going to be, of course, through a different seller. Okay, so first off, make sure that you hit the notification bell and all that good stuff if you want to actually see a review, because we will take these out for a ride once I get my motorcycle back and all things are in working order. Then lastly, for those of you that stuck around, we are doing a giveaway. Yeah, we're doing a giveaway. And it's for a Lexin cup holder. Now you may be like, Lexin cup holder? Yeah, Lexin cup holder. I think they come in about $70 Canadian, so they're not inexpensive. It's a very nice cup holder for your motorcycle, if that's a thing. I have one on my bike, and I'm enjoying it. A couple conditions, because there has to be. Right? You have to be in the continental US/Canada. So continental North America. Okay? Because Lexin is going to send them out. We are doing a couple. We're not 100% sure if it's going to be, 3, 4, 5 of them. But yes, you have to live in the continental North America, both Canada and US. Okay? Number 2 is that, of course, you have to like and comment on the video that I'm going to point to you in the description down there. And that video really is the unboxing / review of the cup holder from Lexin. So make sure you head on down there, click on that link, head on over there. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, you like that video, and you comment. Because really it's the comment that is going to be what we're drawing from. It's our 50,000 subscriber giveaway. So if you're looking at this video and you look at our subscribers and it's over 50,000, the giveaway's happened already. So I appreciate you watching this video, and maybe you still want to go over and watch the cup holder, because why wouldn't you? If it's before 50,000, even if it's 49,999, we haven't made the draw yet. So head on over. All right, guys, that's it. This is the Lexin G2 dual pack. 1 pack, 2 packs, same deal, except 2. And that's it. Links down below if you're interested. And I will see you next video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And I'm out. Later, guys.